So going further, we are still talking about the 5 units of a grammatical structure. So we have explained let's go to the number 3 now. The number 3 is the phrase. So the phrase is a small group of words forming part of a sentence without a finite verb. A phrase does not have a finite verb. That is why it does not make sense, because it lacks a finite verb. So you now be asking, what is a finite verb? A finite verb is a verb that has a subject and shows a tense. A finite verb is a verb that has a subject and shows a tense. So because there's no finite verb in this phrase, that is why it does not make sense. So in essence, a phrase does not make sense. So examples of phrase which we have here is a pack of cards. A pack of cards. And we have other examples like walking along the road. We have a poor boy. We have a wicked hunter, etc. You can see that all these examples of a phrase does not make sense. Why? Because it does not have a finite verb. So let's move on. We have the fourth one. We have the fourth unit is the clause. We said a clause is a group of words forming part of a sentence containing a subject and a finite verb. You can see that the difference between clause and phrase is that while phrase does not have a subject and a finite verb, a clause has a subject and a finite verb. Okay? And clause, the statement of clause or the sentence of clause makes sense. Why does it make sense? Because it has a subject and it also has a finite verb. So let's look at some example of a clause. We have, for example, we have that the book was stolen. That the book was stolen. That the book was stolen. You can see that the book, which I underlined there, is the subject, okay? And was stolen becomes the finite verb. Was stolen becomes the finite verb. So we have other example like who is the chairman of the club? So you can see that is there becomes the finite verb, and the chairman there becomes what? The subject of 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 the sentence that is there. So these are examples of a clause. And this to tell us that a clause contains a subject and a finite verb. So let's move to other examples. We said, which is at the corner of the room. Which is at the corner of the room. Which is at the corner of the room. We can see that the corner there is the subject, and is there becomes the finite verb. Becomes the finite verb. So we are going to continue from